Hey there, beautiful people. Yeah, you. Welcome back to the Orion Windsor Show. Empowering you. It's been a while, and I took a long break. I had to. Sometimes you've got to pause life to hear your own heartbeat again. I needed space to heal, to reflect, and to create. And guess what? I've been producing music. Trance, dance, EDM. It's all now on Spotify and all the other major platforms. So, go check it out when your soul needs a lift. But today, we go deep. This episode is called Wants versus Needs. It's a lesson from the edge. I want to take you back, way back. There was a time I had it all. A manager in a top UK bank, suited and booted, salary, cars, expense account, everything most people want. But I didn't realise I was empty inside. Then came the crash. Not once, but a few times. And the biggest blow, years ago, after a painful breakup, I lost my home, my job, and my sense of identity, all at once. I ended living at the back of a rundown hair salon, no heating, no running water for some night. I used to wrap myself in coats, trying to trick my body into thinking I was warm. My shoes had holes in them. Real holes. I put cardboard in the soles and prayed the rain wouldn't miss me that day. I didn't have a penny in my pocket to be able to afford any shoes. There were times I didn't eat properly for days. I rationed everything. I had toast every day. Butter and toast. Cheese, butter and toast. Cheese, butter and toast. For so many days. I still do that now because I like it. But no. It's something I've never dreamt of doing. But it's not something I've ever done before. I remember sitting back in the dark room, counting every single pennies from a smash jars, just to buy a tin of beans maybe, or enough money so I can buy some more bread for more toast. That is when I learned the difference between wanting and needing. It was hard times, and I'm sure some of you out there who's listening to this might be going through the same difficult times, but I really hope this podcast actually help you. So, for a second, what we can do, close your eyes for a second. Breathe in. Now, imagine being in a space where everything is gone. No money, no friends, no backup. at all. Everybody's left you. They were there when you had things, but when these things were gone, they also disappeared. What would you feel? What would you feel? Anxiety? Shame? Panic? Now, reframe that. What if that's not the rock bottom, but the foundation of your new beginning? I told myself every night, this is just temporarily. This is just for a short while. I am not my struggle. I am becoming something more. That's called NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. It's changing the script in your mind so you can change your world. And do you know who can change that world? Not me. You. You are the only person who can change your own world. But years ago, I was too proud to ask for help. I didn't want anyone to see me weak. But that pride, it kept me stuck. One night, I walk 3 to 4 miles just to sit in a warm place. It was a library actually, and I wasn't even wanted to read. It was just to be somewhere. I didn't feel like a failure. I wanted to be around people. But people look at me, judge me. I could see it in their eyes. But I kept whispering to myself, this isn't where I stay. This is where I pass through. There was one night, it rained so hard. My cardboard shoes dissolved. The cardboard in my shoes dissolved. And I had to walk almost barefoot in the cold. My feet were soaked. My feet were numb. I could feel the stone under my feet. And this was not a great time for me. It was the beginning of the lowest time of my life. And I cried. I was upset. I was in tears. Not because of the rain. It's because I remembered once spending a lot of money on the useless thing, which I didn't need. Expensive shoes, expensive clothing, expensive phone, laptop, things I didn't actually need. That night, I laughed through my tears because the universe was stripping me away from everything that I didn't need, so I could meet who I truly was. It was literally the bus, the train, whatever you call it, is hitting you, taking everything away from you. That's what I call the Phoenix phase. I know it sounds a bit cheesy, but for me it was. It burns you down just to rise again. Now, let's flip the mirror. How do you know if something's a want or a need? Ask yourself, could I survive physically, emotionally without this? Needs equal air, water, safety, self-respect. Wants is your luxury cars, designer labels, and others' approval. Why do I chase want even when they hurt me? A want often numb pain. I bought expensive shoes, clothing, just to hide my shame. But numbing isn't healing. Needs address the root wound. What's the biggest need people ignore? It's self-worth. I stayed in a freezing salon because I believe I deserve nothing better. Your score need, knowing you're worthy of warmth, food, safety, unconditionally. How did losing everything change your view of money? Money is fuel, not identity. When I had it, I used it to impress. Now, it buys me time to create music that heals. Use money to support purpose, not mask emptiness. Can a want become need? Only if it sustains your soul. My music started as a want. Now it's a need. It keeps me connected to my truth. But 100% of wants stay wants. How do I stop feeling guilt about having wants? Guilt means you're prioritizing wants over needs. When I bought expensive trainers instead of fixing my shoes, guilt screamed, "You're betraying yourself. Listen." What's a practical way to audit my wants versus needs? Track spending for 30 days. Label each item. Needs equal rent, groceries, therapy. Wants is takeaway, your subscription, all the impulse buys. It will shock you if you look at your list and you find out most of them is want. They are not needs. Why is pride dangerous when identifying needs? Pride told me, don't ask for help. I walk miles to a library to stay warm instead of calling a friend. Pride turns isolation into prison. Needs require humility. How do needs relate to mental health? Ignoring needs create crisis. When I ate just toast every day, my anxiety spiked. Your mind needs nutrition, rest, and safety as much as your body does. What if I'm afraid to admit my real needs? I would say, start small. I admitted it. I needed warmth before I could admit I need love. Say aloud, today I need, and put what you need in that space. No justification, just truth. Needs are not negotiable. Okay? Want definitely is. So you're going to have to prioritize. Now, I live with intention in today's my everyday life. Every meal is a blessing. Every song I create is a heartbeat of who I am. Every single book, every single music, and every podcast I do that from the bottom of my heart. And I create it for me, and I'm sure it will help other people out there as well, even if it helps one tiny things or bit or nano things in your life, and I'm happy. Every coaching session I give is rooted in compassion, not theory. You see, I had to lose everything to find everything. I say again. I had to lose everything to find everything. Sometimes you need to happen in order for the other to happen. And then it makes you realize what you've lost. And the best part? You don't need to wait for the crash. You can choose right now to shift from want to need. To stop chasing the shiny and start nourishing your soul. If you're listening and struggling, I've been there. If you are crying in silence, I've done that. If you're pretending to be okay, I see you. I see you. But you need to see you too. Look at yourself in the mirror and just think, what is your soul saying about you? What you need to do? You are not alone. You are not broken. You are awakening. You are not lost. You are being redirected. My friends, I'm telling you, I've been there, I've done it, and I will always do it again. It's because from when things hit you, you either ignore it or you learn from it. I've learned through some very, very hard, difficult path to this life. And yes, I embrace it deeply, and every day I say to myself, I'm really happy and I'm glad that it's me. The universe is choosing me for all these things to happen, so I can pass that all to you guys. Okay? So, I think that will be the end of this podcast. I've gone long for too long. I am Orion Windsor. Thank you for letting me into your ears and into your heart. Share this episode if it touched you. You can find my music on Spotify. You can find the books I've written on Amazon. You can find my music on all major platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, and you can also connect on socials. Or just whisper into the night sky. I might just whisper back. You never know. And always remember, you're one need away from changing your life. Just one need away. To anyone hiding tears, I've been you too. To the fakers of fine, I see you. You're not broken, you're awakening. Not lost, but redirected. Okay? Just remember that. I see you. So thank you very much for listening to me. I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. And yeah, I'll see you guys again on the Orion Windsor Show. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Step into the light, let your worries fall. Orion Windsor's here to help you stand tall. With a heart full of hope and a mind so clear, this podcast brings the vibe, no need to fear. This podcast brings the vibe, no need to fear. Orion Windsor here to lift you high. Positivity's the limit, we're touching the sky. Every week we rise, every day we grow. Tune into the podcast, let your light show. Positivity's the limit, we're touching the sky. Every week we rise, every day we grow. Tune into the podcast, let your light show. Every week we rise, every day we grow. Tune into the podcast, let your light show. Orion Windsor, feel the energy flow. This is your moment, let your spirit glow.